That would be what my gut says also. I think this Alliance team, I guess a little bit newer, right? Because this Liquid squad has really been around for a while. They've had a pretty stable roster. And the Alliance squad has improved pretty drastically, I'd say, over the last like 3 to 6 months or so. So it may be relatively new that these teams are as even as they feel right now.
Well, the other part is that they haven't actually played versus each other in a little while. Whereas before, we saw these guys playing like every single LAN, it felt like, and then like every other week in the qualifier.
Is that a thing of the past? When was the last time they squared off?
Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. I was just trying to find that out myself. But I think because what happened was they didn't play each other in the Omega League, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because Liquid lost to Nigma, and then Alliance beat EG. So they were going to meet in that lower bracket, but then they didn't end up facing off, and they were in separate groups. So they missed out despite being that huge, long league together. They never had their matchup. So we missed it there, but Dota Pit's got you covered, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to their previous results. So we'll finally get our much-awaited rivalry returning.
Yes, indeed. And
now, what happens in the Team Monster offices right now? Do you think that like some of them take sides here?
Right? No, I think if you're in the Monster office right now, you're just kicking back going, this is what winning looks like. We win no matter what happens here. There will be no losers today.
Yeah, but you lose no matter what, too. One of your teams is out.
I think that's offset by a guaranteed win, though, you know?
True. All right, fair.
You're guaranteeing some of those logos further on in the bracket. A Bloodseeker opener, huh? I guess not surprised to see that Lone Druid banned out. That's something that Liquid have gravitated to quite a bit in the past. A Koikva classic for sure. A Tiny Oracle.
Yeah, just removing the possibilities of that Bat Rider too, because that's something that they like to flex around between the mid and the off lane.
Is Darkseer Bloodseeker a combo at all? I know Bloodseeker generally plays the 3 now, which is sort of why I'm asking. But him with Ion Shell Surge sounds pretty scary.
I could see some of those NA teams maybe trying it with like the support Darkseer, but I don't think so.
Okay,
especially I'd rather have Oracle, so.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. I was wondering if this Oracle pick was maybe a potential deterrent there, though. I guess Bloodseeker. Also, I like him with Grimstroke. To me, that's one of those really nasty combos that enables Bloodseeker to just take over a lane.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I think Bloodseeker CM has been played too, right? Wow, okay, terrible. Alliance actually did it versus OG. Because I saw this in pubs quite a bit. Is getting because you think about how Bloodseeker plays that lane up top. If you're like on the Radiant off lane, he's going to spam the blood right to push the wave into the tower, and then you want to be pulling constantly. So you want to make sure that your hard camp's available for the pull all the time, and you also want to make sure that you have mana, and you're also spamming nukes constantly. So CM and Bloodseeker just have like a lot of natural synergy together because of that.
Makes sense.
You can basically just do like looks like they did the Rubik with the Bloodseeker, which makes sense because then the Rubik can play up top, and then you're both still benefiting from the aura anyway, and you just have a separate nuker. But like those 4 CMs in pubs works out pretty well.
Okay, something to keep in the back of the mind there.
Better than
Spectre
4
Venge,
for the record, guys.
Yes,
you can pick CM in your pubs, and I won't be that mad.
Spectre Venge, though, banned out by Alliance, and just a couple hard carries removed by Liquid, the Lifestealer, the Troll. Maybe still a few more to go.
Yeah, Shadow Demon falling off pretty hard. Not a hero we get to see, considering it was like first phase pick for a while.
Yeah, what happened? Did he get hit by the Nerf bat? Was there a big change that I've forgotten about?
I don't think so. I think it was just kind of like the lane setups changing a little bit, as well as like some of the carry pairings.
Other heroes rose to popularity kind of thing.
I mean, in this case, it's a counter to the Oracle ulti to constantly keep purging all the heals that are applying, so it's very good this match for sure.
Yeah. And it's still a good save. We always go back to Shadow Demon, very good at stacking in the jungle, stuff like that. So it still can be a pretty efficient hero. And now he's barely been changed. 7.27B, they tweaked his level 10 talent to give you an extra 3 intelligence.
Whoa. Huge.
Yeah. Although 15 intelligence at level 10 is decent. That's
what?
Better than your average level 10 talent.
That's his level 10 talent? Really? I actually did not know it was that high. It used to be...
I didn't know either. It's 75 cast range or 15 int.
He used to have the worst level 10 talents in the entire game after 7.00. I remember that because it was like 8 strength or 10 int or something. It was really bad. Those were his two
Something like
choices.
that.
Oh man,
Yep.
those were great.
How far we've come.
Respawn timers. Minus 35-second respawn timer.
Yeah, Shadow Demon's done the full gauntlet, I think, in terms of his talents. But Alliance, they do settle on banning out the Morphling. And now Liquid chewing through this reserve time for their third ban of this phase. And they take out the Void. Nope, Clockwork was banned first by Liquid.
Clockwork was banned first at the very top of my screen that I didn't see.
Yep.
My bad.
Poor Clockwork. Well, let's see it. Are we going to combo anything with this Shadow Demon? Are we going to go for like a Centaur or a Lesh or something cool, or is this just a casual Shadow Demon to counter the Oracle? Can we find an additional bit of synergy? We'll see.
I think it's better to try and do your pairings with your Bloodseeker. I would like a ranged hero to play with the Bloodseeker and like abuse pulls in the offlane.
So I suggested Grimstroke. You said it's, quote, not terrible. So who would you like to see paired with Bloodseeker,
I think the Rubik still looks pretty good.
The Rubik, yeah.
But
they go back for the CM.
All right.
Good call.
That's a good combo. So now they can play the Shadow Demon as a 4 or the CM as a 4. Either one's fine, in my opinion.
Yep, flexible. And Shadow Demon also really likes that extra mana regen. Helps you keep those shadow poisons up. Lets him be a little more aggressive in lane. Very nice. I guess Oracle can purge or dispel frostbites. So that's one little nice piece for the Alliance side of things, I guess.
Yeah, so it's Alliance who've been playing a lot of this Bloodseeker combo. I guess Liquid just kind of snagging it from them for this game. But what else have Alliance been up to? Again, I guess they haven't played in like 20 days since Omega League, so they're still a bit of a mystery. Haven't played any like the in-between leagues that we've had.
Mm-hmm.
But your classic Nico baby heroes are all in. He goes for a real.
That's one of them.
Yeah. I guess by all in I mean all banned. He's lost the Void, the Lifestealer, the Morphling, the Spectre. So it's pretty much any major or a Jug. I mean, the guy plays like every hard carry. There was still TB too, so I'm surprised they even bother trying banning him out.
Yeah, this is a comfort pick. In a vacuum, I'm not like crazy hot on Jug right now. He feels like just an okay carry. He has all of his classic benefits. You have AoE healing, so you can 5-man pretty early. The ultimate with Aghanims is certainly fantastic for scaling into the game. And you've got magic immunity. So there are a lot of merits to Jug, but he has weaknesses as well. Now Liquid, they pick up the Lycan. This is a hero that Koikva has played quite a bit historically.
Yeah.
So some comfort zone. But, this is cool. We have not seen any Lycan love so far in the games we've cast.
Yeah, that hurts the Omni Slash, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What I like, actually, the more I look at these like Troll, Lifestealer, and Faceless Void bands, the more I like them, because the heroes that can function in the lane versus the Bloodseeker, but still are like really valuable later on and like scale a little harder, they're basically all just like slightly better versions of Juggernaut. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'd pretty much rather have...
Yes.
Maybe not Lifestealer. I'm not huge on Lifestealer, but the other two for sure. I would rather just straight up have in this game.
Yeah. In some ways, Jug doesn't feel like a hard carry in that same category. He's more of this like mid carry. I think if you're picking Jug and not playing around the healing ward from like a pushing 5-man type strategy, you're not really utilizing the hero properly.
And there it is.
The Underlord. Aura Gaming, boys.
Yeah, get the big 5-man going. That's got to be one of his better matchups that he's got, right? Like versus the Lycan. That's pretty nice. Being able to try and burn through all those summons, have the big pit. Try and control like who else has a root or a stun that can like help you like that if you're all fighting in the middle of the pit versus so many summons, right?
Mm-hmm. I like this pick a lot. Now, how do we round things out? Looking for a couple of mid heroes. Queen of Pain and Kunkka both removed.
Ban Storm.
Yes. Storm sounds pretty good.
I think Storm and Queen are the two bans. They already have a Crystal Maiden. You know that Liquid would be very happy picking it. It's someone who can jump the Oracle in the back line. I think Zeus
Alliance
is also decent too because they have Bloodseeker.
I think Alliance are going to pick Lina.
That's not bad. Lina's pretty good.
I think they're going to go Lina mid because
And it
they have
could be a limp
to
tiny
pick
too,
first.
though.
So they got to pick something really safe that doesn't lose a lot of matchups. I know they really like it. They are lacking a little bit of burst damage. They are lacking a little bit of magical damage. Magnus making it all the way to last ban. That's surprising.
That was a good snipe. After getting the Lycan, make sure you get rid of the Magnus and the Kunkka for the big cleave versus the Lycan units.
I like that a lot.
The Timberband's fine too.
I think Wind Ranger, the other big possibility here for mid.
For Alliance?
Alliance. I think Limp is going for Wind Ranger or Lina.
What about his Tiny?
Prove me wrong.
He's such a good Tiny player. It was funny as I saw Chessie playing Limp Tiny in for 5 mid too. He's like trying to get the brother thing going. It's like, yeah, it can't be that hard. I've seen him do it enough.
I guess I'm like locked into this Tiny being a 4, but you make a good point.
It's like maybe they want something that's a little bit flexible. I would agree it's most likely a 4. It's Limp, so I think it's worth considering.
Yeah, fair.
They could Death Prophet. Death Prophet versus Lycan's always ugly, though. You just get run at. I'm trying to think of something that fits the tempo, though, of like the Healing Ward and everything.
Yeah, Quap would have been just about perfect. And they take Nature's Prophet. Okay.
So that still leaves
something
them
that gives them a
flexible.
little push. Yeah. I like that.
That's
very
good.
Cool.
Yeah, fits tempo. Not a lot of control for this Lycan, though.
No, you're right. I mean, you got a
Zeus
little bit
more tempting too.
It's like Pit of Malice. You got Fortune's End and stuff, but yeah, Sprout not super effective against Lycan. Toss is hard to execute with all the commotion, and they've made a quick pick. It's the Lesh. Whoa. I was actually thinking this hero maybe for Alliance, but it'll be Liquid that pick it up. And now all of a sudden, they've got a pretty nasty pushing lineup. Lesh, Lycan, these are 2 amazing heroes for taking objectives.
Very interesting. Yeah, I was thinking of like mid heroes, but of course it is Quickfoot just always plays that Lycan for them. I mean, who knows what lane it'll be, I suppose. I assume it'll be Lycan mid because he shouldn't really have a bad matchup unless, I mean, they haven't chosen Limp's hero yet.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's one of the hallmarks of Liquid is they have that flexibility. And it'll be S4 that takes the Nature's Prophet. Limp takes the Underlord.
Yeah, he wants the matchup versus the Lycan mid.
Yeah, and that means Hanskin will take the Tiny. So we'll see if Liquid read this, and maybe they'll do a switcheroo themselves.
So they actually played this exact Tricore yesterday versus OG.
Really?
Yeah, they did mid, Limp, S4 on the Prophet, and Nico Baby on the Jug.
Interesting. Okay. And they did beat OG 2-1 in that best of 3 yesterday. So
he went the Atos Rush on the Underlord, which is like the aggressive style. Then you end up going for a Lotus, but he was versus the Agnum's rushing Void Spirit, so might not go for it this game. Might go for like a Crimson Guard, maybe. Be really good this match.
Crimson definitely sounds good against Lycan. Bloodseeker. I'm into that for sure. The Hanskin Tiny and the FNG Oracle. Some pretty tricked out cosmetics we'll see as we load in here. So what do you like here, Trent? Who's got the better draft game 1?
I don't know. I've been a bit of a proponent of the safe lane Death Prophet and safe lane Leshrac. I think it is very underutilized. I think China does a very good job of like finding games where it's broken. They've kind of created like a 10th pick meta. Not so much lately, but like 6 months ago, 5 months ago, it was really common to get like almost cheesed by a 10th pick Leshrac or Death Prophet. So I think if they have that same kind of a mindset here for Liquid, and they have this plan to like utilize all the mana regen they have and everything, maybe they can do it. But he is actually going mid because of the mid Underlord. So now they're gonna move the Lycan out of there, which is definitely the right call. I think this is a response play.
Yeah, the big brain play. It's gone back and forth a couple times now. Liquid adjusted to try to get the better matchup. Or sorry, Alliance adjusted first, and now Liquid have adjusted again to get this Lesh mid. How does Lesh fare against Underlord? That sounds pretty unfun for the Underlord, but at the same time, he's so damn tanky and has so much right-click damage, he might be able to just out-CS the Lesh with that Quelling Blade. Lesh, 55 right-click, Underlord already at 72 and doesn't have Atrophy Aura yet.
Yeah, I think it'll probably just be a case of like burning some of your gold for regen, but also getting quite a few denies. So I would think it goes Just fine.
I'm excited to watch this though. I don't know if I've ever seen a Lesh Underlord mid matchup. Something new, Trent. Even in your old age, you're still seeing things that you haven't seen before.
Would you believe it?
Variety is the spice of life, after all.
Battle down bottom for that rune between Treants and Wolves. But Insania's going to back off. Doesn't want any part of that. We'll just go 2 for 2.
Yep.
Quakefoot. Oh, wait. The sneak. Ah, denied.
That's what you sound like.
So 2 for 1.
Beautiful. Liquid already off to an advantage. So Boots first Tiny. He'll be pressuring on the 4. And what do we have up top? Nico and FNG against the Shadow Demon Lifestealer. So they're not going to do the CM... I said Lifestealer. I meant to say Bloodseeker. The CM Bloodseeker.
Yeah, this makes more sense, though, if you think about it, because now you can invest as many of your spell points in damage as you want as the Shadow Demon and in mana regen as the Crystal Maiden, right? Because if you're playing top with the Bloodseeker, you have to invest more points in Crystal Nova to be effective, whereas you can just pass on that mana regen to everyone on your team, including the position 4 that's actually spamming.
That's a good point. And you also get this combo of the Blood Right on top of the Disruption.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we'd see a setup for the Shadow Demon, and that's it right there. And you time it right. There's no counterplay for Nico or FNG.
Although you assume he's always going to get spin off. Like, let's be real. They're not going to get frame perfect.
Yeah. We'll see, I guess. They hit the first one.
Yeah, but not without spinning, I mean. Like, he's always going to be able to spin if he has it.
Unless he uses spin aggressively to go for kills. I mean, forcing Jug to save spin only to live is already a victory, right?
Yep, true.
So, mid lane. Looks good for Limp out of the gate. All that right-click damage. Atrophy Aura at 2 points. Definitely the smart play. You see this pretty commonly now, but especially in a 1v1. Underlord hits for about 90, and Mickey hitting for about 50. So...
And then Rune Control, he'll probably get some help from Hanskin, too, to try and bully Mickey away from the runes.
Yeah, Lesh does have that movement speed advantage when it comes to Rune Control, so that's one thing in his favor.
I guess he's got that. Yeah, but I think Limp has the wave push edge, though. With just the, like, once he has another point in the Firestorm at level 4, I think he, like, outpaces the Lightning. Unless he's going to, like, straight up split Earth spam the wave.
That's sort of my thought. For the rune, isn't it worth? I don't know. I'm not nuanced in the mechanics of mid.
I know, it's kind of pricey. He only has to, like, throw out 100 mana spell.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely more mana efficient.
Yo, 4-minute flip. No first blood yet, though. We'll probably... I don't know. It would probably be bottom, I would guess, with Hanskin killing Insania. But,
pretty quiet lanes, though. Yeah, both sides. Pretty even setup. Nobody playing overly aggressive. Again, now 2 points in the Shadow Poison, trying to stack these up. Has 3 stacks on both heroes. I think that's a 4th stack onto the Oracle now, and they're going to go for the Silence play. Oracle, all right, does have some stick charges. He survives, but pretty solid pressure out of Liquid in this top lane.
Man, I thought they were going to be able to kill him there. I thought it was going to stack with the Silence, and then the last Poison would just kill him before he could dispel himself.
Did he dispel before the Poison did damage? About why he didn't die? I didn't really notice the Poison damage burst, and with 4 stacks, I thought it would have been enough too. You know, that's
I think he might not have gotten the 5th one off when he was in the disruption, but yeah, no, that's all right. He lives. That's all that matters. No first blood yet.
4-minute flip. Here it is. Limp and Mickey battling it out, and it spawns bottom. Well, isn't that fun?
Yeah, they can only cover top though on Liquid.
And meanwhile,
we do get our first blood with Hanskin being gone.
Yep, S4 gonna take a tumble, but a battle mid, a 2-on-2. Mickey and Taiga pretty low on mana. They won't be able to follow up, and it will be Limp that fills up his bottle with an Arcane Rune.
That's pretty huge. That's going to hurt Mickey's chances moving forward in this lane now.
Yeah, but at least it did set up the first blood for Liquid. They got that bonus gold, so maybe not worth it, but they didn't just hand the rune over for free. Meanwhile, in the top lane now, FNG gets finished off. Boxy finding credit for that one.
He just chased him down. Just walked him right out of the tower. Nothing they could do.
That's where Bloodseeker shines. Get that movement speed.
Radiant structures.
She's 788 damage. Just straight up blood writing and right-clicking. Oh, what a ridiculous spell. Level 1, it does 120 pure damage. That is so crazy.
That's a lot.
I think it's the best one in the game now. I mean, considering it's AoE, it's gotta be.
Radiant's
Yeah, and
I remember
pure.
when Ether Shock level 1 at like 100 and like some magical damage was considered really broken.
But that one is a little less of a skill shot, I guess. Level 1, it's only one lightning anyway, right? So it's not AoE.
No, he's out of there. On
Doesn't
Hanskin.
fork until the later levels.
But this is up top. You can see now, right? They push out the wave, then they get the pull off to the side. It's fully stacked up here with Taiga having the 2 points and the poison. And now we're just everyone's getting farmed. Everyone's getting some XP.
Yep. Nico trying to snag a couple of these if possible. It's a level 2 Blade Fury. But Boxy not going to let it go without a
Oh,
fight.
he stole it. FNG.
That was Oracle. Yeah, oh,
He
got another
steal
one.
them all.
The Oracle's level 2. Those Purifying Flames, that's pretty dope.
Oh, he missed that one. He almost had that one. He tried to sneak it in before the silence, but it wasn't enough damage.
Try, though. Got most of them.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Mid lane
attack.
going very well for Limp, but far from a disaster for the Lesh. You know, Mickey's hanging in there. He's not dying or anything, just farming suboptimally. And obviously
He's like
Lesh
700
can...
gold behind, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but Lesh can recover very well. He's got crazy AoE damage, couple of stacks in the jungle. This is recoverable, I'd say. You disagree? Are you worried for the Lesh being 400 net worth behind at 6 minutes up top? We'll see Boxy.
Nice disruption. Oh, save the right-click damage, but it's not enough. Maybe he should have disrupted someone else, I guess. But Nico maybe just would have spun earlier if he saw Taiga turning.
Yeah. Good cleanup, though. 2-1. So, about the Lesh. Please, share your concerns.
My only thought was that in this game, they were already lacking like any sort of front line, and they went for the Lesh last.
Look at this. Insandia got an illusion rune stacked up for the Lesh. This is what I'm talking about,
All right,
Trent.
that was pretty nice. Yeah, you're not wrong. He's literally now like he's closed the gap halfway just in those like 2 camps.
Yep. As you fumble around to defend. Oh, this poor
Here's
Lesh.
the thing, though. I do think he has to be like quite farmed this game because there's no front line.
That's a good point.
Like you have Lycan and Bloodseeker, but they don't play front line. You know, they both run around in circles, being all weird and jittery and skittish.
And Nico up top. He gets ruptured on the run. They kill the healing ward, trying to heal him back up. FNG with the save. Maybe they can turn on to Boxy. They do still kill Nico, but at least make it a 1-for-1. Now S4. He's going to join the party up top, and Taiga, he's going to get left behind also. No way to get out of the Sprout. It's a 2-for-1, but they do bring down the Juggernaut.
All right. Bit aggressive on the dive there. And I guess trying to get the kill before FNG 6, though.
Oh, poor
And then
Mickey.
there's, like,
He misses out on another rune. They will drop this sentry that'll lead to a D-ward, and they do still kill Hanskin. So that invisibility rune actually going in favor of Liquid, I'd say.
yeah, that was great.
It got him a free D-ward, and they still got the kill. So I'd be pretty happy with that.
Oh, who just found a brooch? Found by blank. Was that a Lycan summon that does that, maybe?
Ooh, probably. Or a Prophet Treant. There's a brooch somewhere.
Oh, Underload's got it, so they found it either way.
Oh, good.
I'm on the courier.
Oh, that might have been Firestorm, and Limp walked away, and then the creep died.
At least they noticed. That's like a really common way that they just get lost. Yep.
Dire's middle
Rupture on the
tower is
Hanskin.
under attack.
Still have
On the
Frostbite.
run. Oracle trying to save him here, but not going to be able to do it. And it'll be another kill for Boxy now, 5-3. Nico Baby eyeing up the Battle Fury this game on the Juggernaut. I guess with all the zoo, all right, all these summons from Lycan, maybe it's a bit more tempting.
You want the cleave damage on the Omni Slash. It's pretty nice.
That is a good way to punish Lycan grouping up with all of his little units.
I mean, if you think about it, if he doesn't have the cleave, then it's just like wasted right clicks every single time. Whereas if he has the cleave, he's actually like still doing stuff during the Omni.
Like Battle Fury on Jug.
Here.
Oh, there it is. Nice save from Taiga. But Nico already with the spin. He's going to try to TP out. This will be close. Boxy does live. But there might be a little more burst from that Oracle, but not enough damage.
S4 couldn't get the spread in time. Either disruption, still on cooldown, so have to give up the bounty rune there as they run back to the last one. So that'll be a 3-for-1 in favor of Alliance. And help grow their lead a little bit here.
Mid lane, Hanskin almost dies to Mickey. Nice toss back.
Nah, now the defense coming mid, though. S4 gonna try and slow this down. Another 40 seconds for them to try and pop an ulti, and I would think try and go for a kill into Mickey pretty soon. Maybe they're just waiting for a few more levels onto Hanskin. But with the Tranquil Boots and like level 7 or 8, he's gonna have a lot of burst damage for this Leshrac this early in the game.
Yeah.
Right, sitting at 1200 HP. When you combo that into a Wrath of Nature, people die pretty damn quick.
Definitely. The
It's hard
Underlord.
to gank him when you're being pressured top lane so hard like this.
Yeah, the Underlord is going to go for that Atos build as Alliance start to pressure the tier 1 bottom, though same from Liquid up top with the Siege Creep. Necronomicon, level 2 already for Koikba. Looks like it will be an easy tower trade.
I really like Mickey's Yules this game, because the more I think about how these fights are going to go, they can't really Atos and kill the Lycan. Because if they Atos him, like, what's their burst damage? Omni Slash or, like, Avalanche Toss? Like, those things both get ruined until there's Battle Fury, at the very least, by all the surrounding creeps. So they're probably going to target Mickey, and then Mickey's going to be able to Yules himself, and that's when the Bloodseeker and the Lycan, like, they might kill Mickey, but I feel like they're going to get so much damage they'll be alright.
Mid fight could be breaking out. Hanskin already at half HP just from Lycan summons.
Oh, Rupture was like 2 seconds away right there. Of course, doesn't look like it would have been a very good dive anyway. They have everyone here but Jug.
Atos on Bloodseeker as well. Sort of an interesting choice. Hold him in place to secure the blood rights. Seems
Ruptured and Atos. You can't move.
Yeah. You know, seems like a lack of synergy from that regard, but if you can set up with a free silence, then maybe you can get kills without using Rupture. Also, having a net to stop TPs, one of the classic counters to the Bloodseeker.
It's a good one, yeah.
So, you know, an Atos, a Yules, something like that. Some sort of an interrupt. Generally pretty key on this guy.
How about S4 with the straight like 2015 build? Yeah, the Blade Mail just needs like 3 nulls to go with it. Right back in the day.
This
Gives
is
him
pretty
some
old
armor though, right? I mean, it's pretty good versus the Edict versus all the right click damage.
Yeah, I guess this build not as good as it used to be since they got rid of that extra bonus int for Blade Mail, but still damage armor makes him super tanky. And now TP down bottom finds Insania. The surprise has arrived. It should be a dead CM. Actually survives a little longer than planned. S4 now stunned up, turns on the Blade Mail. He'll try to TP out. Not happening. Wow, Insania lives. And they end up turning it around the other way with S4 taking a tumble.
I wonder why mech over, or Blade Mail over like mech or drums. I guess not thinking they're like 5-man as much. Or maybe he thinks he needs to like TP in the middle of fights like that.
Oh, there's the net onto the Lycan. Omni Slash killing those creeps. They're going to root him as long as they can. Fortune's End inside of the Pit of Malice. Actually so devastating, Trent. That Lycan got his ult off but could not move. That was a dog in a cage.
Well done. Like, in combination with the Atos, he actually can't get out. It is a perma stun. That was pretty cool because he just finished the Necro 3, like raw Necro 3 on this Lycan. I was a little worried.
Yeah.
But with the spin, he's not gonna take the last will damage on Nico Baby. So,
like,
I can't believe he didn't get
Fortune's End and Atos is a true perma stun. That is actually sick. Baiting this rune here, the Arcane Mickey, he is still going to be able to pick it up, it looks like. Does fill up the bottle, and now the counterplay onto Hanskin. False Promise does save him. But not for long.
No. Man, I really did not think they'd be able to kill him that early and so easily. But yeah, had not factored in the perma-stun. I wonder what he builds now on Koikfa. Like, does he go back for treads? How fast does he have to rush BKB this game?
I was just thinking maybe this is a BKB kind of game, and it is what it is. You know, Insania gonna die in the mid, looking for that counterplay under the Nature's Prophet, but they won't find it. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Mickey taking big damage from Nico Baby. And Yules, Mickey might still live here. One hit from death. Nico is fast. He's going to continue to chase. He wants this. He just wants vision for the Prophet. TP behind. Mickey trying to work his way through the trees, but good work from Nico and S4. They chase him down. Find the kill.
I'm not able to secure any bonus banners or anything with that distraction either, so it's probably just going to be a 2 for 2 at the 15-minute mark. Feeling pretty good about Alliance's chances right now with how far behind this Lycan is.
Yeah, and like Nico is 3-1-1. He is playing so aggressive, finding all these creep kills without the Battle Fury yet, right? He just spin TPs, and now Battle Fury is on the way. 15 minutes after treads, great timing, and walks right into an ancient double stack.
Yeah, okay. That's a pretty
beautiful.
good start.
Yeah.
Koikfa going for a kill onto the low armor Tiny, and oh, the avalanche was too much. Whew.
Wow. That was strikingly close.
It felt like they missed so many attacks with that. Like if you had just the tiniest bit more attack speed on those units. Yep. Still at 1,600 gold now and has not decided what he's going to buy on Koikfa. A wolf needs no items, apparently.
I mean, what's the next best alternative besides the BKB? What are you thinking here?
I don't know. Helm seems like kind of dead, obviously. So that's kind of out. The Vlads can still be okay, I suppose, with your allies, but not in this game.
Salkuras is generally a great item on Lycan, but buying that second doesn't really change the state of affairs.
BKB is just like kind of ugly this early, though.
I know.
What's his Bloodseeker building? He's going the typical build of the on the Atos. So, like, what is Koikfa's goal this game? Is he like the pure right click? Should he be buying his BKB that early? Like, will this game end at a point where that's going to be still valuable, or is he just going to have like a 5-second BKB at 30 minutes and be useless?
I mean, you're asking the right questions, and this is sort of why I think Lycan's not really a meta pick right now. He's a little hard to fit in. You know, obviously, when you win fights, he can punish very well, but winning fights with Lycan presents sort of a unique set of challenges. We'll see Hunskin now in trouble in the trees. He'll get brought down.
Were you like just here?
Looking for the high five.
Why did you come back up here?
Mid lane now, Limp, stunned up. S4, he's going to hop in. And Nick A going down fast. Nice save from Taiga. But I think Nick A still destined to fall. Gets out as much damage as he can. Hits a 3-hero splitter with Foxy. All this movement speed, but not going to be able to do much with it. Taiga gets caught by the Omni Slash. Nico, realizing that the disruption's down, gets a free kill. Beautifully done there.
And they have a ward, so they didn't back up the tops. Insania comes through, but can't get anything.
Yeah, the Ruzza rupture onto Nico, but he just survives through it. Koikfa joins the fight and dies immediately. 0 impact from that one. Now they're going to find another. It's Insania. That's 4 down. Alliance take a huge fight in the mid, 8-10 with a 4K net worth lead as they secure this tier 1 tower.
Oh man, Koikfa had 2,500 gold and he just still wouldn't commit to parts of the BKB. He now buys them while he's dead, but I think he didn't want to accept the fact that he has to buy BKB because he knows it's not great.
It's kind of playing to lose, so to speak. You're playing to survive, not to kill, and at some point this Lycan is going to have to kill people.
Yeah, it feels like their hopes of a momentum-based game plan have fallen apart here. They did not get that like stompiness that we've been seeing from this Bloodseeker, where they just start running around the map and end up using everyone. And this Underlord has worked out really well for them. I love how it's been helping to hold this mid tower too, right?
Yep. 5K net worth now. Always scary when a Juggernaut's this far ahead, and he has the farming tool. Manta, second item. Great choices from Nico.
They're gonna smoke up here too. Right after those kills. Oh, they're even gonna find a bounty rune. How serendipitous.
Oh, a bit of a freebie.
That's a well, I guess they haven't been up here in 4 minutes. So, like, what are we doing now? I guess we're just really hoping that we can bait S4.
Oh, here comes Lycan.
It works.
Insania nearby. There's a lot of support, though, for Alliance. They're going to jump in onto Insania. Not going to commit too much onto Koikba, but Nico's here. No Omni for 15. They're going to need another net, and he will have to use the shapeshift.
Radiant's top tower
Does keep
is under
Koikba
attack.
alive.
Dire's bottom tower is under
They do
attack.
need this though, right? Like some sort of like counter and split push. But unfortunately, the Nature's Prophet is there to delay that. At least Taiga can rush the wave mid, and they just TP out. They are not willing to give this up. 20-minute bounty will still be grabbed up top by Nico, baby.
Mid lane, though, they catch Koikba. The Blink Dagger from Hanskin sets it up. Limp with the follow-up. Now the Atos. They want Taiga. He's already used the disruption. Rotation coming in from Boxy. And Limp sets up the taxi service. Not going to be enough to save Hanskin. Cancels it, though, as now S4 comes in to pressure Boxy, and he'll be forced to retreat.
The second go was a bit greedy. He used everything to kill the Lycan. Oh, meanwhile, Insania just walks into Nico, baby, in his triangle.
Yep. Nico being careful not to go too deep here. Sentry Ward comes down. Insania.
You say that.
Okay, he's got the Omni Slash back. Boxy dies to a crit. S4 will find the kill on Insania, and that'll be 2 more on the sideline. So much momentum for Alliance right now.
They're completely rolling at the moment.
Making this Juggernaut look good.
I mean, there is a BKB timing for sure, right? That's got to be what you're hoping for right now if you're on Liquid. You're thinking if we can sync up these BKBs, maybe we can find some big fight where we're just able to kind of like chew through them, take down S4 early or something. But with his Blade Mail, and then he's going right into the MKB after the Sange. Okay, I wonder if he's going to be a Halberd. Seems like a pretty good Halberd game. He must be considering it and then just backed off the idea for now.
I mean, I don't know that they even need it right now. It doesn't feel like they're taking that much damage. They just need to kill faster. So I can see why he's not rushing the Halberd. Do you really need to disarm this Lycan? He's barely attacking anyway.
Yeah, but he's going to once he buys the BKB. That, like, it'll be his first chance, and then you can just ruin that fight with a Halberd, right? Or force a super early BKB.
Yeah, you're making some good points. The Lesh is like 200 gold away also, so this is a huge timing. Okay, Lesh gets it.
The future's not
And Koikba about 200 gold off, something like that.
Hey, they're 400 gold away from a Taiga Aghanims. Okay, well, they have some stuff here.
Radiant are
That's
scanning.
pretty big. The
Yeah,
double
that's a lot
demonic
of
purge.
things coming together at once.
I'm sorry, 3 charges on demonic purge.
It's something. it's quite the ability.
It's a lot of
Gonna need
damage.
some arcane boots here.
Yeah, you forget that demonic purge does 400 damage at level 2, 500 at level 3. So having 3
magical,
charges of that is pretty good. True, it is magical. Yeah. Does not go through, or well, it does, but the damage doesn't.
Is there anything else he's dispelling besides the obvious Oracle ulti? Not really, right? No buffs, can't dispel Underlord's thing. It's undispellable.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He gets to keep his bonus damage.
It's pretty much just Oracle, but it's a hard counter to Oracle heals. So being able to do that on multiple heroes is definitely good. Aether Lens getting pretty close for the Oracle, also closing in on level 12. And that next point in the False Promise.
All right, this is it. Everything's there. This
Okay.
is the... Now,
Aghanims
what do you
and
do?
double
Do you force
BKB.
a fight, or do you try and sneak Roche?
Dire are scanning.
They have a medallion. Without
they're forcing
medallion,
a fight.
then don't sneak
Radiant's
Roche.
middle tower is under attack.
They run in on
Okay.
Limp. There's the first purge. Limp going down
that's a
pretty
lot of
quick,
damage.
but he is sustaining. He is alive, saved by the Oracle. Jug gets kind of a rough Omni Slash, but it does do enough that Liquid don't feel
Insania.
comfortable. He's going to go God mode. They don't have detection right now. He gets off a pretty decent ultimate. Does get disrupted. Lesh falls.
He caught Hanskin.
BKBs are done. This still looks pretty rough for Liquid, though. They've lost 2. They haven't found a kill of their own, and the fight's not done yet. They're going to keep chasing, and now they get Taiga.
Nah, they bailed on it. They didn't get what they needed. That first save was too much, and then not getting the purge on the Oracle save, so that Limp was definitely going to live anyway.
Yeah, that's just not the target. Of all the heroes they could have found, Underlord definitely the hardest to bring down. He's got a Shiva's. He's mega tanky with his 30 armor.
At least getting that Crystal Nova off on the Tiny probably saved one of his other 2 cores, because Hanska was about to blink down to toss someone else back in and get another kill. But obviously, everything's still falling completely apart now for Team Liquid.
Yeah, that was a
65 pennants of Alliance. Reign supreme over the mere 19 of Team Liquid.
Yep. A rough debut of the 10-second BKBs. And a tough angle to initiate, too. I mean, you hear people say it a lot, but you don't really want to take a fight when you're on the low ground and have to run up the ramp. It always puts you in this awkward situation. Maybe Liquid just forcing it a little too much there. And now in the bottom lane, we'll see Koikba have to BKB TP. That's the 9-second charge used purely defensively. Another blow to the morale for Liquid.
Yeah, but a Bounty Rune, though.
Yep, you got to count your blessings. That's true, Trent.
Gotta get that E-Blade.
You're oozing positivity, buddy.
Try.
E-Blade
Awesome.
for Boxy.
Okay.
And mid lane, Mickey, he's got a BKB
Ooh, nice
defensively as well. I don't think they'll be able to chase him down.
He was 20 seconds from Omni. That was a bit worrisome. But now they'll just rush in with the Aegis here. And can pretty much take whatever they want. Could just go bottom. It's a lot easier. I'll say that's the plan.
Yep. The Pupil's Gift on Jug. With the Scotty, he's actually pretty damn tanky.
I remember that item seeming really strong when it came out, and then now I almost never see it.
The Pupil's Gift?
Yeah. I feel like, it's all about the Imp Claws and everything now.
Well, it might be a function of the items that they have. They have the Imp Claw and the Prophet.
I mean, Essence Ring, you know?
Sometimes, if I'm playing Jug, I'm torn between the Aquila and the Pupil's Gift. I genuinely don't know which one's better. I think I gravitate towards the Aquila, but Nico going the opposite way here. These are the kind of moments where I really love Jug. You get this healing ward down, it makes this push that ordinarily be pretty risky, maybe a little bit less so. They do get the kill on Oracle, and now Nico's ruptured up. Remember, does still have the Aegis, plenty of time left on it, so if he goes down here, still a potential to turn. They finally get that healing ward. Jug, broken, rooted, but still alive, and now it's Boxy that's going down pretty quick. Does have the E-Blade, uses it on himself to live.
Oh, nice disruption. That's safe.
That does keep him alive. The BKB from Koikba, though, he's just getting right-click down. Omni Slash now flies. It's going to connect through Meke's BKB. The Lesh is done. Now Koikba, no more magic immunity. He's going to get put to rest also. Liquid in big trouble right now. 2 cores do have buyback, but all 3 on the sideline. And without the BKBs available, I think they're realizing the buybacks are a little bit less useful. Tier 3 goes down. Lesh will use his buyback. Lycan hanging on for now. Toss back. They'll find Taiga. Great setup from Hanskin.
Got the heal ward. Play was made.
Check box.
Yep.
Melee barracks now under assault. Of course, Glyph already been used. Mickey forced to play very defensive now, still with 25 seconds on the BKB. They get the racks, and Alliance rotate mid.
Yeah, they send Mickey top with the Boots of Travel to try and push that out, knowing that the mid lane is about to be falling as well. Rough match here from Liquid. Excellent play from Team Alliance. And they just things were like kind of even after the laning stage, but the way they were able to defend their towers and really, actually seeing some solid participation from Nico Baby, not just like jungling the whole time. You know what I mean? Like he was
he was
fairly
super
involved
active
before 15 minutes before he even got his Battle Fury.
This game was a great, and if you're a pub player and your carry saying carry is just about farming, show them this game. This is a perfect example of what Juggernaut can do whilst still farming. He was involved in
not
kills.
the Lycan, though.
Not the Lycan. No, not the Lycan. That's not where you want to be. I mean, Liquid...
This game was a little harder.
Yeah, Alliance did a really good job stopping any of the Liquid cores from balling out of control, right? The Underlord kept Lesh down, didn't cripple Mickey, but kept him from getting that momentum you were talking about. And same with the Lycan. Koikba had a pretty well-timed Necronomicon, but it didn't really seem to matter. They killed him as soon as it was debuted, and the rest is history. The momentum was lost.
Just like 3 or 4 heroes that play like Lesh, where if they never get their mid tower, the game just feels off for them the whole time, right? Like DK, Leshrac, Death Prophet, sometimes like Shadow Fiend or something. It's just the game gets weird. And Mickey just felt like he was constantly like pulled to that mid lane over and over, and he couldn't actually go farm his jungle because his tower was always like being pushed into.
Damn. Look at S4 though. He sees where Koik was farming. He kills his Necro units and kills the Ancients. They're having their own little farming duel over here. Meanwhile, at the base, Alliance knocking on the front door, chipping away at this tier 3. Koik looking for that assault. Kuros does have a TP, of course. Cutting waves mid. This is absolutely the play. Not that he could be doing anything if he were locked in the base right now. A tall order for Liquid. Now a 20k net worth lead at 30 minutes. And this should be 4 runes as well for Alliance. Also, an AC is out on S4, so this Nature's Prophet is scary.
Yeah, gets it done before the Lycan. This Underlord pick was so good.
Yeah.
I think that was a big key to the success here of Alliance. And the way they got that kill onto Quake for early and just like stopped his snowball too, with the pit into the Atos.
Yeah.
I've seen this Atos build completely flub on Underlord in some games too, where they still just play a little bit too passive, but he was always like being present in the lanes and forcing aggression onto the opponents.
Yeah, and in that mid roll, like he farms those camps so quickly that he can still benefit from being dire side mid. We'll see initiation into base. The toss back disruption helps Foxy, but is it actually going to be enough for the turn? Juggernaut gets off the Omni Slash and finds a double. Foxy and Insania sideline. Foxy back in though as he pops the buyback. A 4v5 to make this hold at the top barracks. The Lycan maybe looking for a backstab, but Taiga and Mickey taking big damage. They need this Lycan to get in here. He finally joins. Is it going to be enough though? FNG goes down. Foxy and Koikba moving fast, hitting hard. Nico Baby low, but still alive. Gets the bash, gets the kill, and Koikba gets put to rest. All 5 sidelined without buyback, and there it is, your GG.
What a play there by Hanskin too, man. His Tiny was so good this game. His kill score doesn't look that impressive necessarily. He went up, what, like 2, 5, and 10, I think? But the way that he's doing those like double tosses into Avalanche was setting up over and over for the pit. He was like creating the clump that Limp then capitalized on and just made the fight super easy for them.
I love the way Alliance put this Underlord mid and then played around it so perfectly. Like, they had this really beefy frontliner. Limp bought pretty standard items. He just went Atos plus Aura, but he was so far ahead that he was really tanky, very hard for Liquid to just cut through. And Alliance, it seemed like they were on point with pretty much every pit of malice in those team fights. That was their strategy. Get the pit down, then use our bog to lock him in the pit, and then we kill him. And that strategy seemed like a winning one there against the Lycan, Lesh, and Bloodseeker.
I think the issue was that with like the current life of Lycan, he wasn't able to play with the Bloodseeker the way that the Bloodseeker would have wanted. Like when this hero has looked really strong, it's because he wins his lane, or at least he'll never lose his lane theoretically because the way he can just like shove it out and pull the wave in and everything. And then he should be ready to fight when he wants to like rupture, defend towers, throw down blood rights on multiple heroes. And you would think that Lycan would be a really good hero for chasing there, but he does have that downtime between the ultimate, and he does have a big build-up. He can't rely on that early aggression of the like level 6 Helm and just kill everyone that Lycan used to be able to do, right? That was the play. It used to be so easy for mid Lycan. But out of the side lane, Quakevo just a little bit slower and just not as strong